Hello everyone and welcome to the Battlecraft SMP. The SMP that mixes Pokemon with Minecraft and friendship. And let me tell you, there's a lot that we have to do. Last episode, we built our first house. It's not quite a starter house, it's kind of like a midway house. It's quite a big space that you can see here. I've started moving all of the stuff that I have here. Wow, there's a lot of junk. That's something that we're going to be working on today. I want to make a little storage system. Alright, so let's start talking about Pokemon. So this is the Pokemon that we found in the wild. I also found this really cool Wooper in a mangrove biome, which I didn't realize you could find. So I'm going to start switching out some of these basic Pokemon for Pokemon that are more suited to my theme. And for those who don't know, my theme is Zookeeper. This thing you see behind me is a ranger station, and the base is going to turn into a big zoo. That's the plan for this season. So in the last episode, we actually went around capturing some Pokemon that fit more the theme. We got, for example, Girafarig. I also got this one, Farigiraf. Is that the evolution of Girafarig? It feels like it is. So I'm going to take that one because that obviously looks like a giraffe. I also got Panphy, which I think I prefer to Copperaja. Oh, Panphy is ready to evolve though, so we'll keep an eye on that. Kangaskhan is less what I had in mind, but Rhydon, which I caught, is clearly Rhinoceros, so we're going to take him. I also found Espatra, which is essentially an emu, and finally a Kecleon, which is a chameleon. So that is looking a lot more like a team of zoo animals. Now, I'm not one who kind of spends a lot of time thinking about like Pokemon IVs and stuff, but I do want to have a fairly competitive team. So in the next few episodes, I'm going to start focusing a bit more on like stuff like IVs, EVs. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to spend a bit of time just evolving my Pokemon. I just want to level them up. I want them all to be at least like level 50, so that if we do end up fighting any Pokemon trainers, then, you know, I'm not going to die within 4 seconds. That is the plan for now. We've got our PC. I need to get Healing Machine. I'm missing the Revive because I'm pretty sure there's a village down there which has a Healing Machine in it. And if we're there, we can train our Pokemon in the meantime. So I think this is the plan. I'm going to spend some time in this village, slowly murdering Pokemon until I level up. Okay, Squirtle is clearly not my best Pokemon here. It's time for training montage. Let's go! I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Dun dun dun. To catch them all is my real test. To train them is my choice. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Dun dun dun. To some my real quest. The pain I feel inside. Pokemon, got to catch 'em all. This is my destiny. It's you and me and you. Pokemon. There's Pikachu as well. And Ash is only 10. I don't know how the song goes. Pokemon. Right, I think that's enough training for today. I've been here for about 2 hours maybe, and my Pokemon have leveled up, which is good. They're not quite at the level I wanted them, but you know, it's not too bad. I think I want to switch out some Pokemon, specifically my Donphan, because I don't think Donphan looks really like an elephant. Or at least not as much as other Pokemon do. So I think I'm going to go back to Copperaja. Yeah, I mean, objectively, Copperaja looks a lot more like an elephant than Donphan. And we will continue training in the next episode until we get to that level 50. But now it's time for something else. JB has very kindly offered to show me around the starting town, because I've not been onto the mainland in a while. So I'm going to go meet him and see what everyone else has been up to. How are you doing?
Good. So I didn't build most of this stuff, but I can try my best to explain whose is what and what's is whose.
Yeah. So what do you think is the hottest spot for tourism?
Oh man, definitely the Magikarp lily pad jumps right here.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, Peep comes through here and he's got to push him off every day because they get stuck.
Oh, I see.
But the Magikarp jump patterns are so much fun.
I thought this was like intentional. It was
No, they get stuck. They're stupid. See, one just got stuck right there. Bro, I just pushed you off. They're so silly. So this is Callie's Pokemon Center.
Okay,
If she were online, you could... Oh, she doesn't have an Ender Pearl in here right now. Okay, so there's usually an Ender Pearl stasis chamber, and you can like pull there, and it'll activate, and she'll come over here. But she's not here right now.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good little spot. She did a great job, and it definitely like pays homage to the games, especially the initial games, and I think that's really good.
It's definitely recognizable. It's definitely that is a Poké Center.
Oh, the red roof, right? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The mushroom is Casey's mushroom.
Yes, I think I did see the mushroom before. Yeah.
Yeah, his theme is like gardening.
Yeah.
Kind of his theme. He's the gardener. So yeah, we did a Magikarp jump fishing tournament.
Yep.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. And so we went down there to fish. There's some docks down there.
Yeah.
And we did all of our weigh-ins and stuff, in the Magikarp tent. This was Peeporps, and it's really good. It's really cool.
It's very cute. Love it.
Next to KC's this is Callie's egg terrarium.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really cool. She's got a bunch of farms in the basement and stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah.
A lot of auto farms.
I got some honeycomb and pumpkins from here because she let me use it.
Then back here is Minnie's little house, starter house. He had this thing up on like day one. It was crazy. And then he's just got a bunch of stuff like under it too, like little farms and stuff. And I think there's some secretive stuff around here, so I don't go down there, but Team Obsidian stuff, I gotta keep an eye on them.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah, for sure. Do you know Arrington, who's on Channel 64?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never met him, but yes, I'm familiar with him.
This is an Arrington build.
Mm-hmm.
This is Mama's Moodles, where he sells mushroom stew, and that's Moodle, the mill tank right there. So this was, he's got this fast food chain, and it's really expanding. It's expanding off of their server onto our servers, and that's kind of crazy. So
that is crazy, yeah.
This is Drew, one of Drew's trees. Me and him kind of landscape this area a little bit. Lilith, beautiful little like tavern here.
Oh, lovely.
I love that. Love this. Love the dark prismarine. It's really good.
Cool.
And then the giant Iron Ridge right back here, Frozen Iron Ridge, I think is what it's called, something like that, is Vert's beautiful build.
Yeah.
Very great, like inspired architectural kind of mastaba. Kind of like ancient mastaba inspired, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, as an archaeologist, this speaks to me. I love it.
Over here this way, this is Peep's bass drum.
Yeah. Very nice.
We got Thomas's starter tent over here. He's been super busy, but he plans on being on this month and doing some more stuff. So I'm excited to see what the tent turns into.
A bigger tent. A tent within a tent.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like a tent with a sail under it or something.
A tent section.
Speaking of tents, we have we have another tent. The Wigglytuff Guild tent from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. This is Liv's build.
Wow.
We're getting into my area here. I did a little bit of terraforming here. I've done all these terraces over here. These are all mine.
Okay. I was wondering who had done these. I mean, the trees are amazing, man.
This is my construction zone. This was like my starter base.
Oh, cool.
With all the construction equipment and the construction tent, the trailer. I didn't have a starter home, so I had to build it's not an outhouse either. Like I built an actual bathroom.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's true. I gotta say, I will say, like, I don't have a bathroom, so I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm pooping.
Yeah, no, you can come use the shower if you want.
Okay, I probably will have to.
That's why I built it. I needed a shower really bad.
Yeah, it's been like a month since I've had a shower, so yeah. That
makes sense. I thought so. You can use that if you need to.
Thank you. Yeah.
So we got, and this is Chespi's area. That's his little house in the starter in the lake. He built this little lake here. Like another day one madness. That was like he's like, I'm just doing a lake. So that's his little lake house over there, which is really nice. I love the detail.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And then this is Skipper's detective agency. They are testing Pokemon stuff, like what do they drop if you kill them with a sword, stuff like that.
Oh.
Very nefarious testing, but that's his detective agency. It says they're Mythbusters Detective Agency, Skipper and Chespy. That is
Cool.
all of the spawn town.
That's awesome, though. I mean, yeah, thank you for that. I mean,
Of
just
course.
being able to know where people are is quite nice, actually.
If you want to set up a Tom Simple storage too, I do have a beacon over here
Oh, cool.
that I'm getting ready to go actually expand my storage on here in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
I got to show you my lab. You haven't seen my base in a minute, have you?
no, not really. No. It's been...
Eventually, I'll finish this tunnel, but I figured it would be a nice way to connect the server if you didn't want to go through the overworld routes, which will be fun eventually.
Yeah.
This has been my next big build. This has been 2 or 3 weeks in the making. The cliff we're on right now is not a natural cliff.
Wow.
If you have a free cam, I encourage you to look at this cliff.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. Have you slept at all? Do I need to do it?
No,
welfare
no.
check?
No sleep. No sleep.
No.
Only. No sleep. Only.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Just every time, everything is. There's so much stuff. You've done so much. See you later. Bye.
All right.
Lovely to see JB. And finally I get to see a lot more of the bases here. If you've enjoyed seeing these structures, go and check out the people who built them. All the links are in my description. Now, there's 2 things that I want to get done this episode. Now, firstly, I want to sort out my storage system because my storage system is a bit of a mess, and we do have Tom Simple storage, which we can connect to the spawn chunks. That means that we can always access all of our stuff without having to constantly travel back and forth. So I think I'm going to start off by doing that. But the other thing I want to do today is to build a mini game, because I love Redstone. I love doing mini games. I've not really had a chance to make mini games on the server yet, and I've had an idea for a fun mini game based on the popular show Who's That Pokemon, where you're given the shadow of a Pokemon and you have to guess what Pokemon is lurking in that shadow. Now, it's not going to be that easy to do on the server, but I've had an idea of a similar kind of mechanic, and I'm gonna construct it somewhere here in the starter district, just to leave my mark here so people don't forget about me 1,000 blocks away. So I'm gonna quickly set up simple storage, and then we can start working on the mini game. Alrighty, so I've got my sorting system all sorted. You can see it just behind me here. Luckily we're using Tom Simple Storage, which makes it so much easier to manage a load of materials. You can see I do quite a lot of blocks, all considered. And this is pretty straightforward. You can actually access it through this interface. You can get all the materials from here. And we even have this advanced wireless terminal, which took me another right ingot to get, but I can now right click and access all of my materials on the go. I don't even have to be near this at all. I can be in my own base and I have access to all of my stuff. Now it's time for our mini game. So let's get building, and why not do it in the form of a time lapse? Let's go! So there we have it. Who's that mon? The word Pokemon didn't fit on the sign. So the plan with this was to have some kind of like billboard just outside Spawn Town. And the way the game works is that every week I'm going to put some clues in these item frames. And these clues are going to relate to a Pokemon. So for example, this had a stone and a piece of bread. That could be a clue for the Pokemon Rock and Roller, because it's a rock, as in a piece of stone, and a roll, as in a bread roll. See what I mean? So you got your first clue here. I'm not going to tell you what this is, but if a player knows the answer, they can put a diamond in here, and they can put the guess, and if they're right, it's going to play a little jingle, and they're going to get some diamonds back. It's just a bit of fun. I'm not going to make any diamonds off this. It's just a way to... It's like a daily Wordle, but a weekly Pokemon guessing game. And of course, if you think you know the answer to this week's riddle, put it down in the comments. First person to guess it right gets a shout out. There we go. That's a nice way to engage my audience. Hey, and while you're down there, why not subscribe as well? So very excited to have the other Battlecraft members come and play this. I look forward to seeing their wild guesses, and I'm going to be trying to update this once a week as well. But with that, it is the end of this episode. We've done a lot today, so I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.